Hello guys, welcome back to more or less a bit of an intermediate video between all the stuff that's going on with The Crew 2 beta. Meanwhile, also on Ubisoft they have posted The Crew 2 Behind the Wheel episode 2. For those who haven't seen one of my previous live streams, although I went over this video already, I thought I'd do a separate video about it. It's working with the players as it's called, and it was involving a workshop of about 48 hours, well, to be more exactly, from Wednesday till Saturday somewhere. We were in Lyon, and I do say we because indeed I was there as well. And yeah, it was a bit of a discussion, debating, exchanging ideas and stuff like that. The video is going to start with James. James is UB GetHail, for those familiar with the forums or from TCS, the Crew Social. That is where the video will start with. We'll also see interviews from Helen, aka Yubi Moshi, and David, aka Mr. Dr. Pink. Those are sort of the people from Ubisoft side. You will also see, you also or might have seen him in the live stream, Yubi Nox, aka Arno. That is the guy with the black hair and the glasses on that you will see. Other than that, you will see 8 players, and I will quickly go over them and sort of give you an idea of how much or in which aspect the community was represented. Most of us here are PC players, except for one. We will start on the left here. This is Thomas from Latvia, aka Black Lotus. This guy is more or less running the Crew Discord channel together with some couple of admins, of course, but he's sort of the guy that's running that. That's one of the reasons why he was invited. He's also likes to do a few time attacks here and there for leaderboards and stuff like that. Next to him you have Jean-François, aka Jeff Bougie. He's from Belgium, although from the south, French speaking, and he plays, he's familiar with some of the devs, and he plays a lot together, all kind of racing games and stuff with those people. They play every day in some sort of group. Next to him is Pavlan, aka King Glock. He's from the UK, and he's more of a cruiser. He's more of the cruising group, so those are people that are worried about working headlights and mirrors and stuff like that, and odometers that working, and about the map itself, because they like to cruise around with friends. Next to him, it's myself. I'm also from Belgium, RaceMasterDave. I'm more of a competitive player, like to have a bit of challenges, and also like to put some effort into a game. Summit player as well, so more or less a competitive player. And next to myself we have Daniels, aka Vertical, and he is an admin in TCS, the Crew Social, and he's more of, like, let's say, a fun player who likes to have some fun with friends, drift around a little bit, and do some other stuff together with friends. Next to him we have another Thomas, aka Don B, or Donny Brasco, as you might find him on YouTube. Also him likes to drive around and cruise around with his friends, so also him more or less representing the cruising community. Next to him we have Mario, aka Vallister, which is my teammate, so that also means summit player, competitive player, likes to have a challenge. And on the right we have Luther, aka Etoile de Feu. He is a PlayStation 4 player, if I recall correctly, and they also invited him for the reason that the whole thing took place in Lyon, and he was from Lyon. So they thought we will invite him as well, although he only showed up on Friday though, and the rest of us were there from Wednesday till Saturday, more or less. That is sort of the players that you will see in this short 2.5 minute video, for those who haven't seen it yet.
Welcome back to Behind the Wheel. In episode 1, Fergus and Ahmed spoke about how closely we work with our community. This time, we thought we'd just show you. We have 8 players visiting the studio for a workshop right now. Let's go see what they're up to.
Donc le fait de pouvoir rencontrer les développeurs, c'est quand même vachement intéressant sur le fait qu'on peut leur poser les questions qu'on se pose nous quand on est chez nous derrière notre écran.
It's like talking to another player who is also interested in the same game and really passionate about it. But the difference is that this is the person who makes the games.
I think it was in general just perfect. I think for the community, for the devs, and for the game itself.
It was cool meeting the players and talking to them face to face and also listening to their feedback.
It's also an interesting opportunity to meet them in person, getting to put a face to the forum username.
Hi, my name is Jeremy and I'm a consumer and market knowledge analyst here at Ubisoft Ivory Tower. My job is to interact with players through surveys, discussion groups, and of course, community workshops. Our goal this week with our community members is to discuss the state of the game and understand their expectations for The Crew 2. We are having very interesting work sessions where players are discussing with the development team and sharing their ideas for the future of the game.
I'm Lucas, User Research Project Manager here at Ivory Tower. One of my jobs on The Crew 2 was to organize user test sessions all along the development of the game. We invited players to come here in this dedicated room in order to test all the aspects of the game as soon as they were ready to. We tested simple things like UI, menu, and tutorials, and also complex ones like driving sensation and difficulty curve. User test sessions are for us one of the best ways to gather feedback from our community. It helps us to see what player lacks and what need to be improved. It helps us also to see what works and what needs more polish.
That about wraps things up. Thank you again for joining us for this second episode of Behind the Wheel. Keep your eyes peeled for episode 3 for when it drops. We've got a lot more dev insights to share with you. We'll see you next time.
There we go. That was sort of a small wrap-up of what we have been doing there. For those who think that we have been playing the game there for a couple of days, that's not really the case. It was indeed a workshop where we had to especially let our brain do the thinking a little bit. Meaning that, we discussed, debate what we liked about the Crew 1, what we like about the Crew 2, what we would like to see improved. All kind of feedback has been gathered. Even before I went there, I did a poll in TCS. I have been gathered some information within, let's say, some inside networks. So I had a pretty good idea what the community wanted, and we tried to do our best to represent the community as good as we could. That also means that, at one point or another, we might have been critical. Nevertheless, I want to say a big thank you to Ubisoft and Ivory Tower for inviting us. It was a fun experience. It was also fun to, for instance, in my case, to meet my teammate, for instance. Although we are in the same team and we play almost every day together, it was the first time that I actually met him in real life. And those kind of things, and then we could discuss the whole game. Obviously, that also means that this whole workshop, just like in technical tests and closed alpha, it was also under NDA. But it also gave us an insight in what this game can be and will be. Because of course we also know what is going to be happening with this game in the upcoming weeks and months even to come. But of course, like I mentioned, that's NDA stuff, we cannot talk about that. But it gives us a pretty good idea. It's also a reminder for those who sometimes think that some of us are talking a lot of bullshit, to say it like that. Because, you have strange things happening. One of the things that happened here is also the last couple of days is that I got my hands on a few keys which I could share with you guys, and we have shared most of these keys away. I had about 35 keys available in total, and which we did in a couple of live streams together with my teammate. Nevertheless, I had a couple of keys left for the beta, and I posted that, for instance, in TCS, and then you see people commenting there, not believing us or stuff like that. But yeah, at the same time, that is their loss, of course, because other people did believe us and they went for it, and they are playing the beta at this moment. If you are not playing the beta yet, no matter what platform you are in, then this might be your opportunity. I have one more key left, and I would suggest, if you want it, let me something, give me a like or something like that, a comment in the description of the video, of course, so that you can get in contact with me and why you need it and why you want it and stuff like that. And I will pick out, let's say, the most inventive comment, and that guy will win the beta key that I still have available. Not only that, you will also be able to invite 3 of your friends. That means that even though it's already running for a day, the beta, you can still get in, because the beta runs till June the 4th, which means you can still play the whole weekend. That will be it for this intermediate video before I go back to the Crew 2 and record some stuff, so that you guys have something to watch during the weekend as well. We'll see you guys then, and bye for now.